Welcome to the modern, unified, and integrated data analytics platform. In Job Workflow 1, we demonstrate the power of Spark jobs to efficiently handle data ingestion and transformation. Our objective is to utilize the BDB Decision Platform for a Spark job, starting with retrieving raw data from a Sandbox file. Apply transformations using Spark's job, and then load the cleansed data into ClickHouse. This end-to-end process demonstrates Spark's ability to handle batch processing rapidly, removing the need for queues and significantly boosting data processing speed, ultimately delivering high-quality data ready for analysis. Let's get started. The live demo of BDB Platform. Our journey begins at the login page. Here, you'll input your credentials to access the platform. Enter your username and password, then click the Sign In button to proceed. Once logged in, we'll navigate to the home page of the platform. The BDB Platform's home screen is the central hub where users effortlessly access their assigned files, reports, and dashboards. It's the starting point for easy navigation and quick access to your content. The Platform app menu is a key component of the home screen. It has all the plugins available within the platform. Each plugin plays a crucial role in executing different use cases and enables the platform to deliver complex functionalities. Now, let's dive into the Data Center plugin and create a new data sandbox. From the list, select the Data Center plugin to access the Data Center page, the central hub for managing your data. Let's focus on the process of creating a new data sandbox and performing tasks on the data. Now, let's navigate to the Sandbox section, which is dedicated to managing sandboxes for your data. Look for the Sandbox section or tab within the Data Center page. Once you've found the Sandbox section, you should see an option to create a new sandbox. Click on that. Now let's give the sandbox a name. Choose a name that will help you identify it later. For example, let's name it Hiring Data. Provide an appropriate description if needed. This can help provide more context or details about the purpose of the sandbox. Next, you'll need to choose your data file. Look for an option to upload or select a data file for the sandbox and click on Upload button. Congratulations! You've successfully created a new data sandbox in the BDB platform. Now you're ready to proceed with creating jobs and performing tasks on the data. Next, we'll navigate to the Pipeline module and create job assets. Let's choose Data Pipeline from the app menu to begin creating jobs. Click on the Create icon to initiate the job creation process. Then, navigate to the Pipeline or Job Creation window and click the Create button in the Job section to initiate job creation. Provide a suitable job name like Workflow 1 and a description such as Spark Job for Hiring Data. Job Base Info. Clicks on drop-down and you will find different type of job options: Spark Job, PY Spark Job, Python Job, and Script Executor. Select the Spark option from the Job Base Info. Spark Configuration. After selecting Spark, configure Spark options will be displayed. Choose resource allocation, high, medium, or low end, based on data velocity and volume. This feature is used to deploy the job with high, medium, or low-end configurations according to the velocity and volume of data that the job must handle. Also, provide the resources to driver and executor according to the requirement. Is scheduled. You can schedule the job to run at a specific timestamp. Remember, all scheduling is done according to UTC. Concurrency policy. Next, choose a concurrency policy. Allow. Allows tasks to run in parallel if the previous task isn't completed. Forbid. Waits for all previous tasks to complete before starting. Replace. Terminates the previous task if it's not completed before the next scheduled time, starting the new task. Under Trigger By, you have two options. Success Job. This triggers the current job upon successful execution of the selected job. Failure Job. This triggers the current job upon failure of the selected job. Alert. There are two options for sending an alert. Success. On successful execution of the configured job, the alert will be sent to selected channel. Failure. On failure of the configured job, the alert will be sent to selected channel. Saving the configuration. Click on the Save button to save the job configuration. Upon saving, you'll be directed to the job canvas where you can start building the job. Congratulations! You've successfully configured a Spark Job Workflow 1. The job editor page provides the user with all the necessary options and components to add a task and eventually create a job workflow. Once the job gets saved in the job list, the user can add a task to the canvas. The user can drag the required tasks to the canvas and configure it to create a job workflow or data flow. The job editor displays the task palette with components like readers, writers, and transformers. You'll find a search box for quickly locating and adding components to your workflow. Readers, your repository of data can be a reader for you. It could be a database, a file, or a SaaS application. Writers, the databases or data warehouses to which the data is loaded by the jobs. Transforms, the series of transformation tasks that help to cleanse, enrich, and prepare data for smooth analytics. Now let's proceed with configuring the components within the job. In this job, our objective is to fetch data from the Sandbox, perform necessary transformations, and subsequently load it into the ClickHouse DB. Let's add and configure Sandbox Reader component to fetching data from the Sandbox. Click on the Reader section and locate the Sandbox Reader component. Drag and drop the component onto the canvas. The component will automatically open. Configure the mandatory fields as follows. Storage type network. Select CSV from the file type dropdown. Choose Sandbox name from the Sandbox name dropdown. Choose Sandbox file. Select header in first schema checkbox. Rename the component as hiring input. Save the component by clicking on the Save task in the storage icon. Add and configure query transformation. Our platform supports a wide range of transformations to suit your data needs. Let's start by using a query transform component. Drag and drop transformation query component into Canvas. Define a view named InputDF, and write a SQL query such as select asterisk from InputDF. This query allows us to manipulate and structure the data as needed. After defining the transformation, rename component as hiring query, and save the component to finalize our query configuration. Let's complete our data workflow by configuring the writer component to store our transformed data into ClickHouse. This ensures our data is securely stored and readily accessible. Just drag and drop the DB writer component onto our workspace and configure it with all the mandatory fields. Host. Specify ClickHouse host address. Port. Specify ClickHouse port number. Username. Specify your ClickHouse username. Password. Enter your ClickHouse password. Database name. Specify the database name in ClickHouse. Table name. Specify the table name in ClickHouse. Select driver. Select driver ClickHouse from the drop-down. Save mode. Choose the appropriate mode for data transfer. Rename component as hiring writer. Clicks on Save icon and save the component. By following these steps, you've successfully added the writer component to your workflow, enabling the storage of hiring transformation data into ClickHouse. This integration ensures seamless data storage and accessibility for downstream processes and analytics. Oh, I forgot to rename the component. Let me rename the DB writer component as hiring writer and validate the connection and save it. After renaming, validate the connection to ensure everything is configured correctly. Once validated, save the changes. Now it's time to update and execute the job. First, click on the Update Job icon located on the job interface. This will save the entire job workflow, ensuring all your changes are recorded. Next, click on the Activate Job icon. A confirmation message will appear. Simply click Yes to start the job execution process. The log panel will open automatically, providing you with real-time updates on the job's progress. Pods are updates on the job's progress. Pods are containers that hold the execution environment for the job. Check if the pods have come up and are running. This indicates that the pods are successfully deployed and ready to execute their tasks. To verify that the job has executed successfully and the data has been read, transformed, and written to the ClickHouse table, follow these steps. Go to the Logs section and check the logs for any errors or issues. The logs will provide detailed information about the execution process. And that's it. You've successfully updated and executed a job on BDB Platform. Let's run the job in development mode. If you want to preview the process data, then user should run the job in development mode. Click on development mode icon and run the job in development mode. A confirmation message will appear. Simply click Yes to start the job execution process. The log panel will open automatically, providing you with real-time updates on the job's progress. Pods are containers that hold the execution environment for the job. Check if the pods have come up and are running. This indicates that the pods are successfully deployed and ready to execute their tasks. To verify that the job has executed successfully and the data has been read, transformed, and written to the ClickHouse table, follow these steps. Go to the Logs section and check the logs for any errors or issues. The logs will provide detailed information about the execution process. And that's it. You've successfully updated and executed a job on development mode. Once this process completed, you will get the data into the component. Click on the component. Navigate to the Data Preview option inside the component. This will display a sample of the records that the component has produced as its output during the job execution. Analyze the sample records to verify that the component has generated the expected output. In development mode, you can preview up to 10 records in the Tasks Preview tab. Using a writer task in development mode, we'll write only 10 records into the specified database table. In activated mode, no data will appear in the Preview tab of tasks. Users can seamlessly preview the Spark schema, view detailed logs, download data, copy and refresh data directly within the component. Now let's walk through of the job monitoring feature. The user can use the job monitoring feature to track a job and its associated tasks. On this page, the user can efficiently track resource usage and system logs for your selected job. The page displays essential details, including the job name, its current status, and timestamps for last activated and last deactivated events. It also shows both total allocated and consumed CPU and memory, along with instance-specific metrics like CPU and memory usage. Once the user clicks on any instance, the page will expand to show the graphical representation of CPU and memory usage over the given interval of time. The page features two tabs: the Monitor tab, which provides comprehensive resource allocation and consumption details for each task or instance, and the System Logs tab, which offers access to the pods logs of the job for in-depth analysis and troubleshooting. Please note, the system logs on the monitoring page will be displayed only when the job is active. Thank you. I hope you are now able to create a Spark job seamlessly using the BDB platform.